Yeah, this is an amazing fire. There are people gathered out here just to stare at what's going on. If you look behind me, you can still see the smoke billowing out of this building.
Each one of these pieces weighs so much. The art studio owner has no idea how this thief got away with the sculpture when it was in one piece, weighing 300 pounds. The principal here at DeSoto Central Middle School says that he's been getting phone calls from Philadelphia, even New Jersey, parents who are upset about this assignment. But he says the teachers have been assigning this for the past 3 years. And when he was headed to class, he realized he had dropped his lunch money in the road. So when he came back to pick it up, he says before he knew it, he was under a car.
Why didn't you want us to talk about it?
Because it's not our business.
It's not our business that people are fighting dogs?
A mother is under arrest accused of shoplifting, then holding her baby in a headlock as she tried to fight off cops arresting her. It happened at the Kohl's store on Germantown Parkway. Witnesses say police kicked down this door right here to get to Roger Williams, and the blood stain left on the grass shows exactly how badly he was beaten. The Garrett family says they knew these guys. They had sold him candy countless times before, but this time they came in armed with a gun with their mind on money and honey buns.
Yes. Everybody was in quite an interesting spirit because apparently the woman came out completely naked.
Deputy clerk here at the Shelby County Marriage License Office says she gets gay couples coming in from time to time, but she always tells them the same thing. She references the law and lets them know that Tennessee does not allow two people of the same sex to get married. This is a boil and bite mouth guard, but some say it's not nearly as effective as this, which is custom made. Basically, the mayor was driving down the street, Bill Johnson with West Memphis, and saw two ladies and 3 children just marking up the memorial. This thing cost $350,000 to build. It took 4 months of work. And if you look, there's just a bunch of nonsense on here like loser, Trey was here. And if you take a look right here, see this is Lacey Rose, and that is one of the suspects that's now in jail. Her name is Lacey Rose Friddle. This is what happened. Turnage jumped out of that apartment window, hit a railing on the way down, and landed here, crumpled in a ball. Right here, witnesses say the car took down this fence and then took down Curtis Eccles as he walked down the sidewalk. Holly Ridge Drive for the last several weeks, neighbors say none of them have been getting their mail. Not them, not them, not them, all because of this house over here where 2 pit bulls have often been on the loose. But one business we talked to say they're actually seeing a slight increase in customers because of it. Well, it's not so bad at all. Definitely no rain, a little bit muggy, and lots of mosquitoes. But since then, there has been some changes, a crosswalk and a bunch of new signs. Check this one out. This one from 1897. A tree has literally grown around it. Case. WREG's Katie Rufner is in Holiday, Tennessee with the latest word on this investigation. Katie? Yeah. Thank you, Katie. And family and friends held a prayer vigil today for Holly Bobo. They organized it weeks ago, and it's just a coincidence that it fell on a day when this investigation had some movement. This is the kind of hole these thieves are creating. 2 feet by 4 feet, and all they're getting is about $25 to $50 for the scrap metal, and they're creating a major safety hazard for people.
And unfortunately for Justin, it looks like he will be headed back to school tomorrow. DeSoto County Schools monitors the forecast, and for now, it's looking to be all good. Today, she called me just after I interviewed Jasmine Bird, and she said, "Why did you interview Jasmine?" I said, "Well, how did you know I interviewed Jasmine?" And she says, "I know everything." Now, this is exactly why Jasmine says she's been living in fear. The cotton industry's history reminds some of slavery. Antonio Harris.
I was a forklift operator.
And Mario Mangrove.
He'll be like, you need to think like a white man.
Say their former supervisor at Atkinson Cotton Warehouse was stuck in the past.
He'd have pulled his clothes down in front of her, told her to kiss his white tail.
Antonio says after months of racist comments and feeling powerless,
"Hey, black boy, get over there and get my cotton."
He decided to use his phone as a weapon to fight back. He recorded his attempt to drink water from a fountain in the warehouse office.
Hey, I need to put a sign here that says white people only.
He recorded his attempt to use the microwave.
Let me use the microwave.
No, hell no.
Why I can't use your microwave, man?
No, you're not white.
For real?
That's a white man. That's a white man. We don't even let Larry use it.
Larry been there 10, 20 years. And he's a black guy also.
In the recording, the supervisor also talks about the days where blacks and whites were kept separate.
But back then, nobody thought anything about it. Now, you know, it's everybody is made to where, it's not big bad.
About 30 seconds later in the recording, listen to this.
Put your stand on the water then, because I'm finna drink it. What they do when they catch me drinking your water?
Well, that's when we hang.
I think about this every day. every day of my life.
Antonio and Mario filed a discrimination charge with the EEOC, which is now mediating with the cotton gin's owner about a possible settlement. Antonio says it's not about the cotton industry.
I worked for a cotton company for 12 years, and they never did nothing like that to me.
He says it's about a man.
He wasn't just an employee, he was the supervisor, the head supervisor.
Who left lasting and painful memories with 2 workers just trying to support their families.
Witnesses say police kicked down this door right here to get to Roger Williams, and the blood stain left on the grass shows exactly how badly he was beaten.
He came out with his hands up. He did not say nothing to them. He came out with his hands up.
These people say they saw it all.
And the black officers just standing back. It's only the 3 white officers beating him. So what does that look like?
They kept repeatedly beating him. Bust his head, bust his face open.
They say they watched officers beat their friend at the Eden Point Apartments, who they claim did nothing but call for help.
He was saying, help me, y'all, help me. He was not resisting at all. I don't even know why they gave him a resisting charge. I was holding everybody back, and I got maced in my face.
Eden Apartments is patrolled by officers since it's considered a dangerous complex in South Memphis. Officers say they tried to stop Roger Williams after seeing him pace in front of this apartment. When they asked him for ID, they say he elbowed an officer in the face and slapped another officer's hand in the door as he ducked inside. We read the accusations to the crowd.
Officer Brewer then grabbed suspect Roger Williams and he elbowed him in the face.
Hell no.
They say the only assault they saw was 3 officers attacking a man already in handcuffs.
He kept on saying, help me. And every time he said, help me, the officer would punch him in the face and be like, shut up.
The ladies were screaming because we like, why you doing them like this?
The Memphis Police Department will not say whether it's investigating these accusations of police brutality.
Something got to be done about that, man. Something got to be done.
But this group says they plan to report what they saw to Internal Affairs.
That's not accurate.
No, that whole statement is false.
Reporting from South Memphis, Sabrina Hall, WREG News Channel 3. Just as a song has its high notes and low ones, so does life.
Everything I ever worked for.
For songwriter and guitar player Nate Whitlock, a fire almost stole his music.
Yeah, I lost everything. All my stage clothes and my guitars, my amplifiers.
A fire turned his room at this Broad Avenue boarding house into an inferno.
It's surreal. It's hard to grab that, you know?
But across state lines in Mississippi, somebody heard Nate's story.
I carry this one with me. Every musician has a guitar nearby.
Mark Daniels heard Nate's song.
Guy lost his guitar. It's like losing the love of your life if you're a musician.
And this musician says he is also starting over at age 55, going back to college, majoring in music.
You know, everybody doesn't get a candy apple opportunity. They don't get a candy apple life. This guy's had a hard time. He needs a little help could go a long way.
I wanted to give you this.
Oh my God. He wanted to give me this? Wow.
It's a 6-string Gibson electric guitar.
As good as it gets. It's like Chuck Berry's guitar. Wow. I cannot believe it. Wow. That's amazing. Thanks, Mark.
A gift from one musician starting over.
I'm putting myself through school and I've got a scholarship at Delta State.
Bless his heart.
To another.
This is going to get it back on the road again.
On to a new life. And a new song.
Maybe he'll write a really great song. And maybe somebody here in Memphis will listen.
Sabrina Hall, WREG News Channel 3.
All new at 6 o'clock, Memphis police arrest 3 people accused of forcing a 14-year-old girl into prostitution. Police say it all started when the trio posted the girl's picture online. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sabrina Hall. Stephanie has the night off. Shalisa Wright, Rodney Armstrong, and Trenton Mitchell are all charged in this case. Police arrested them Friday night after a sting operation. According to a police affidavit, officers contacted Wright, posing as a potential customer. She agreed to travel to a location on Union Avenue. Wright showed up with the teenager and 2 other men, but police were there waiting for them. The girl told officers she was forced into prostitution after Wright posted her picture on the website Backpage.com. All 3 suspects are charged with sex trafficking. A teenager is in the hospital tonight after getting crushed by a car. Police say it was not an accident. This woman, 21-year-old Kirsty Lewis, is in jail charged with aggravated assault. According to police, Lewis hit the teenager, backed up, and ran over her again. Lewis's daughter and niece were in the car with her. Police say Lewis left the scene of the accident and drove to her father's house, where he convinced her to turn herself in. He says she was involved in an ongoing dispute with the woman who is related to the teen hit by the car.
It'd be a crying shame for the girl to lose her life or be handicapped or anything. because she listened to some adults leading her the wrong way.
Lewis appears before a judge Monday morning. She faces a charge of aggravated assault. An update tonight on a shooting in Raleigh. Memphis police have arrested a suspect accused of shooting a man at his own front door. It happened last night on Beverly Hills near JFK Park. Police say it all started with an argument earlier in the day on Friday. Investigators say 34-year-old Charles Shaw returned to the house and shot the victim, who is expected to recover. Shaw is now charged with aggravated assault. Sheriff deputies in Oxford are searching for a missing elderly woman. 82-year-old Mabel Pettis was last seen yesterday afternoon around 3 o'clock. She suffers from early stages of dementia and may not be able to return home. Pettis is driving a maroon 2002 Chrysler Sebring similar to this one. If you have any information about her whereabouts, contact Lafayette County Sheriff's Department at 662-236-3111. The Mid-South is drying out from a few days of rain this week. While the rain may have been an inconvenience for some, like me, it is good news for local farmers. As Aubrey Killian reports, farmers in the Fort Smith, Arkansas area say the wet weather is definitely good for crops.